Well, hello my peeps, it's Antoinette here. I know I said I wasn't going to make any keto meals, but old habits die hard. So what I need you to do, if you want me to do keto videos, I'm going to need you to share. I know I have an older crowd, you know, my age and above, and they're less likely to be on Facebook to share, but that's what I would need for you to do if you want these videos to continue. So tonight's recipe is a take on Jimmy Buffett's Cheeseburger in Paradise. You know, the song from the 70s. That was the second popular after Margaritaville. Now I'm quite sure that at his, you know, American family restaurants that they were totally carbified. And this recipe probably was not in his restaurant because they all contained bread and fries. But I have ketofied it. I have 2 pounds, 2 1/4 really pounds from Aldi's, the 80/20 hamburger. So what I'm going to do is plop that into my biggest frying pan and season it up. I have prepped about 1.5 cups of white onion into the pan. Here I have about 3/4 of an aloha pepper. Now this wouldn't technically be in my recipe. I probably wouldn't include it in the list that I will show you in the description. But this is either I use this or waste it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it in my casserole. Here is my meat mixture with the onions and the peppers. Now, I'm going to add a teaspoon of seasoned salt. I'm using Sylvia's Soulful Seasoned Salt. Here I have Old Thompson's. This is the California Garlic and Sea Salt. And this is a grinder, so I'm just gonna grind her on up. That's good. Basically 1/2 teaspoon to a teaspoon to taste. Then we have the what's this here sauce? I could never say this word. All right, Worcester sauce. I know. One of the words I'm not good at saying. So this, you just want to sprinkle some on. That's probably about 1/2 teaspoon or so. Then I have the garlic powder. This is the Kroger brand, and I'm just going to put in a teaspoon of that. Okay. I'm going to brown this up and we'll be right back. My beef is rendered. I'm going to let this cool off a bit, drain the grease, and then we will put the casserole together. This comes together really fast. There's the meat mixture. Now I did spray the pan with this coconut oil spray, and just because you kind of lose some seasoning in cooking, I got this Goya Sazonador Total, the perfect seasoning. So I'm just gonna like sprinkle a little bit of that over the top. Next, I have some organic diced tomatoes. I drained them, slightly drained them, not completely, but these are Summer is Inside brand organic tomatoes. I'm gonna sprinkle it on the top. Gotta have tomatoes on your burger. Okay, so next we have approximately 2 cups of cheddar cheese. So I have the Kraft mild cheddar. I like a lot of cheese, so it's up to you how much you want to add here. So this bag is 16 ounces, 1 pound. And it looks like I'm using about half a bag. Oh, I need to preheat the oven to 400 degrees. I should have done that earlier. That's okay. In here is my sauce. It's 4 eggs, 2 cups of heavy whipping cream, and 1 cup of Carbquik. So that's our bread. So this may not be exactly keto ingredients, but it is low carb and great for diabetics. And just pour the sauce over the top. Now, it's really sad how the Cheeseburger in Paradise restaurants started closing down in 2000 to 2020, and the last one closed down in New Jersey in 2020 during the shutdown. So there's always an end to an era. All right, when this is preheated, we'll put it in the oven for about 30 minutes. I'll show you what it looks like right now. Here's what it looks like before going into the oven. And lastly, I'm going to grab my sesame seeds and just sprinkle them all over the top so that we have a sesame seed bun. When the oven is preheated, it goes into the oven for approximately 30 minutes. We'll see, because I am kind of doing a double batch. The original recipe was from Big Oven, and it was just a 1 pound recipe. It missed the eggs. I don't know what, but this is where I got it from online. It has amazing reviews, 5 stars. So I ketoed it up because they use the original Bisquick and regular milk. So yeah, mine is low carb version. Let's take a look. Oh my gosh, that looks amazing and it smells amazing. It's been 40 minutes. I'm gonna take it out and let it rest for 15. That does look like Cheeseburger in Paradise. I'm getting hungry. We are ready to plate this thing up. So I'm not gonna cut it. I'm just gonna grab this and scoop it out. Ooh, it's a steaming. That looks amazing. This is the moment of truth. Let's try it. Okay, it's really, it smells amazing in here, I will tell you that. So the Carbquik creates a crust, which is, you know, it's kind of like a hamburger or pot pie. Mmm. This is quite moist. I'm glad I added the extra seasoning on top, the Goya, because, I mean, you do want to season the hamburger, you know, before it cooks. This recipe, the original recipe, said to do it after you drain the meat, but I don't agree with that. You need to do a little bit before and a little bit after. The Carbquik is a required ingredient. Alright, well, I picked out a movie on Netflix and I'm gonna eat this and watch it. Well, it's actually not a movie, I think it's more like a documentary. It's called The Staircase. So, that's what I'm gonna do. Thanks for coming by for another video, and we will see you next time, which is very soon because I got a plan. We're going back to the 70s. We'll see you next time.